Okay, we're in Macau. We're gonna walk down Travessa dos Anjos, and we're gonna just explore all the way down and go all the way up. And I'm gonna talk about some of the different things that's going on in Macau, maybe a little bit news update. And then before we even go, this is kind of a crowded Friday here today. And you can see the crowds are back, everything's kind of back. I'll kind of fill you all in on that as well. And let's go check out Travessa dos Anjos and walk all the way down that way. Okay, Macau 2022, filming the city street by street. Let's check it all out. Chiquinha, Chiquinha, toma cuidado da movidinha, Chiquinha. Okay, so we're gonna walk up Travessa dos Anjos. We'll just kind of give you a little bit of a view of the city here. You can see everybody's masked up. I think they're all wearing 95K masks still. We'll talk about that as well, and I'll just fill you in on the news that's coming up. So we're going to walk down Travessa dos Anjos and just kind of show you what the city looks like. Last time I uploaded a film, it was a while ago. There's been a lot of stuff going on. There was a lot of restrictions. Those are lifted now. I think I saw some video footage, something like 30,000 there was up at the border, there was like 20 or 30,000 mainland Chinese tourists, I think, but they're all, I assume they're tourists, they're all trying to get back home. So that was big news because they just opened up the border yesterday, I believe. Just kind of show you some stuff. So actually the goal of this is just to show you what Macau looks like, but I think lately I've been kind of updating people on all the stuff that's going on. And maybe later I'll go back to filming the different streets so you can see what those look like. But I think today is just going to be an update one. One thing you notice, everybody's wearing the same kind of mask. It's like it's called K95 or N95, something like that. And basically those masks are because we're required to use that particular mask. You can't wear a different one. They're the strongest one. So you'll notice that. Other issues, if you've been watching the news, you're probably aware of the other issues. I don't think I'm going to talk about them. I don't really feel like talking about anything at all that's current events or political or anything like that. Just going to enjoy being in this city and showing you what it looks like, because it's a great city, but I also want to update you on kind of what's going on a little bit too. Actually, those two people had blue surgical masks. So yeah, most of us, we were giving N95 masks from the government. So I still have quite a few around. I don't go out that much to change it every day. I guess if a person does, they're out all day with a mask, they'll change it every day. I'm not in that situation. I've been staying home or doing things that are not out in the public. So you're getting a glimpse of Macau, and it's August 5, 2022. I'm going to be walking down Soundcloud Square, and yeah, I think my usual format always was just to film streets, and I think because this one's just going to be kind of an update one of what's going on. It's kind of different because usually if I film a street, then I can really focus on the street and what's exactly on it. So I'm kind of adjusting this new format. But I know people want to see, and I guess you can see that there are people out and about again now. It was pretty quiet for a while. A lot of restrictions. For a while there was, the parks are open again. For a while there was, and I just didn't really film it all because it just seemed like there was people going to jail for being outside. Somebody was going to Haksat Beach by car and they got stopped by the police and they got a 4-month sentence. Another person went outside and had a cigarette. So things are pretty much very strongly zero COVID policy, pretty much exactly as it is in mainland China, which is dealing with it quite a bit. And same here. I was out of Macau for about 2 months, so I was in places where masks didn't really matter and COVID was kind of over. So it was a big adjustment to come back and deal with coming back to a place where, you know, there's such panic and fear 2.5 years after it began. But I don't know, we'll see what happens. I don't want to make too many comments about it, except that that's just the reality of it right now. Hopefully it'll change in the future. But I think Macau, we've had like 1,500 cases and they got back down to 0 COVID again, which was pretty amazing. And it did sacrifice a lot of the economy, completely destroyed a lot of business and livelihoods and different things like that. And I think they're talking about doing it again, about doing other lockdowns if there's any COVID comes back into the city. And they just opened up the border with mainland China again. So I think the newspaper, they're trying to get up to 20,000 mainland tourists every day to come in. So I think the chances of them, and they're also warning it simultaneously, they're going to shut down the whole city again if there's any cases that come in. So I think they're kind of preparing us for that. So I'm expecting that to come. And it is definitely impacting a lot of people. I know a lot of the Filipino community, they work in restaurants and stuff like that, and they were closed, and they were on something called NPL, no pay leave. Some organization tried to help them out, a few organizations, but for the most part, nobody was helping them. And then they couldn't leave the apartments either, you know, so they can't work, can't pay the rent, so I think they were pretty kind of struggling. There's some jazz being played over here. Yeah, and there's money exchange over there. So let's kind of go PNW money exchange. So we're kind of in this this kind of shift like this. That music might actually impact me. So I think what we're gonna do is kind of walk away from it. So I don't want that to be impacted at all. So let me get away from that music, as nice as it sounds. What else? So yeah, basically with this channel, I basically kind of feel like I'm kind of documenting Macau, what it looks like. But this is kind of a special time period with the COVID, and I was gone for 2 months. So this will just be more of an update of what's been going on since I've last been able to film. I was stuck here for like 2.5 years, unable to leave the city without long, lengthy quarantines. So I finally just went out and was gone for about 6 weeks. Had a 10-day quarantine, so it was almost 2 months entirely. And then I came into the city of Macau, which kind of banned everything. There's a big lockdown, so you couldn't really leave the apartment or anything like that, only for essentials. Whole other issue. Did film a little bit about that, but it's definitely frustrating. But and I'm also trying to think of different ways to change the channel as well. So I've been mostly just doing streets, but I'm kind of thinking I might try to do more topic based. But the topic base has to be positive things, because it's very sensitive as a foreigner who's living here. I don't want to be doing anything negative. I'm not a negative person anyways, but I just don't really want. So I'm kind of avoiding all the filming until I have until you know we're allowed to film and we're allowed to walk around outside. And so anyways, that's basically where we're at now. And I think I might just keep this kind of short. So anyways, it's kind of let you know what Macau looks like right now in 2022. And I'm trying to think of different ways to approach the channel. Either I might still keep doing streets, or I might try to do something different, maybe topic based, but it has to be positive. Maybe interviewing expats maybe, which would be a whole other structure altogether. That's another possibility. The streets ones are always good because the streets of Macau are always interesting. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna be ending this video maybe right around the corner here. And that's basically what's going on in 2022. Most recent update of Macau. Straight ahead of Sao Paulo ruins, by the way. But I'm gonna end. It's also kind of cool. There's a lot of cool stuff. Filming the streets is kind of interesting. Anyways, I think we're gonna end it right. Sao Paulo ruins up there. Fruit up there. Cool buildings up there. Nice temple there. Little guanyin there. And we're just gonna come around this way. And we're just gonna end it right here. Let's go right back up. Yeah, the other thing too is I do like more content based, and you don't always get as much focus on how visually interesting it is here. So anyways, that's a little plaza right there. I guess that's where the street base is like kind of interesting, because then if I focus on streets, you can be more visual oriented. So we'll see. I might just go back to filming streets, but kind of thinking about different options with the channel. So let's end it right there. Okay, Macau 2022, filming the city street by street. Let's check it all out. Chiquinha, chiquinha.